So this is America. So let's pull out the indictment real quick. So according to the statistics of the data that we have, there was 47 school shootings this year. Now, out of all the school shootings that took place, nobody was censored, nobody was fired, nobody lost their job for saying anything about the school shootings, whether negative or positive, whether we tried to point it on this side, that side, over there across the street, whatever it was. But all of a sudden, because a man who people like me didn't care for anyway, and people overseas didn't care for anyway, because they believed he spewed hate, racism, bigotry, he was evil. Now that he is dead, y'all are trying to rosewood us. Listen, you can't rosewood us because the truth of the matter is that the shots was fired in your own backyard by you. You know, say it's never fun when the rabbit got the gun, but you was the you never gave the rabbit the gun. You shot him yourself. Every Republican is responsible for Charlie Kirk's death. Every Republican. Every Republican is responsible for the 47 school shootings that we've had. Matter of fact, that's this year. But every Republican is responsible for the 56 point some percent deaths that we have in mass shootings in this country. Every Republican. So the problem is not the Democrats or the quote unquote left or whatever y'all say. I don't know. I don't get into none of that foolishness. Um, but since we want to be party separated, every one of y'all are responsible for 20 years from now, you not having the numbers to win any more elections in this country because you keep allowing your own future to be annihilated. I want you to make it make sense because we say stuff about Charlie Kirk and how we're not crying and how we're not grieving, how the world is a better place. We don't celebrate that he was assassinated. We celebrate because he's no longer able to spread the wickedness he was spreading. I say this, the wicked will cease from thriving and the weary will be at rest. Eventually, y'all gonna wake up and understand that some stuff is beyond the cuff of your own hands. I honestly believe that the Lord would literally ordain the removal of any evil or wicked people from this earth that he see in his eyes, not our eyes, is a detriment to society. I honestly believe that. The Bible shows us a parallel how Jesus had or has got how God has annihilated extreme wickedness that he deemed harmful to a society, that he enabled their assassination. He approved it and he permitted it. Yes, I believe that. Now I know y'all to go ahead and say, well, what, maybe that was the same thing what happened to Martin Luther King. No, that's not what happened to Martin Luther King. Because Martin Luther King was not striving for bitterness and hatred and separatism. He was arguing for equality. Now I know y'all may get on and say, well, Charlie Kirk, nobody cares. His wife is grieving. Okay, we are sorry your husband was taken out the way he was, but we have no control over how God has set his destiny in stone. Now back to y'all. This ain't Rosewood. You're not about to go find black people in the black community and attack us because you killing your own people. You have been doing this for years. Now until you wake up and start acting like you got some sense, eventually it will not be any fun when the rabbit has the gun. You got to really examine yourselves. You're not winning. This whole fight for abortion rights and all of this stuff, y'all looking real crazy with pie in your face. How are you fighting for abortion rights and 47 shooters done took place at schools? Mass shootings. Y'all don't even want to be here. You don't want to be here. You can't make me believe that your culture, that the white culture in the Republican Party wants to even be here, wants to even exist in a world because you willfully do not defend when mass deaths go on. But when one evil, wicked person die on your side that you agree with, and everybody else is saying stuff about it, you get mad? Child, you cancel what you want to cancel. We can't say nothing about Jews in Israel because you want to cancel us for that. The truth of the matter is the Holocaust didn't happen in America. And it is none of our business. We put more emphasis on the Holocaust and protectionism of Jews, but yet we have no issue with letting black folk be mistreated. Brown people be mistreated. Native Americans still live in asbestos households and living in reservations where this was their land. I think America has a problem. But I'm going to tell you right now, the people that you think you running from is your own shadow. We're looking at TV and watching Tubi and minding our business. We told y'all this from the beginning of the year. We was getting out of the way and we was going to mind our business. And look how y'all tore up everything. You've proven to us that you are a detriment to society. Everything you touch turns to ash. Every life you encounter leaves miserable and with PTSD over the flag draped across his coffin or a grave for it. There is not one life that y'all have ever impacted in this world since you've been here in a positive way. Everything y'all have ever done was destruction. Why do you destroy everything you put your hands on? Why do you destroy yourselves? What is wrong with y'all? There's a problem that you all need to resolve very quickly, or ain't gonna be no more you. But I'm gonna tell you this: what you want from out of a people that really are not interested in engaging in the fight, you want black and brown people to riot. You want us to get into civil unrest and act ugly with you. But let me share something with you. I see aggression coming, but it's not going to be from who you want it from. The war that you want is going to be between you and your own. And the whole world stage is going to sit back and watch you all destroy each other if you don't get it together. You're at a boiling point, an unraveling place. And if you don't solve your issues now, you will destroy yourselves. I pray for y'all as a human being because I know that there's a destruction coming for you. And it's not at the hands of the government, but it's at your own hands. You can't see it because hatred has filled you up. But it's like a plague, a virus. You know, we say we visit the sins of the Father when the sins had all filled up. Your cup is overflowing now. The wrath of God is yet waiting on you. But many of us are praying and asking God how long this is going to take for you to move because of the injustice. And I think he's already moving because you're destroying yourselves. Sometimes it's not about what we see and what we ask for. It's about us being quiet and letting God fight for us. Nobody's fighting you, but we pray that you don't wait too late before you take your own selves out. You have 20 years, but will your population survive that long at the rate that you have hatred in each other? Not hatred in us. You hate each other just that bad that you're willing to assassinate each other. Charlie Kirk was your guy. He was your guy. He was what you guys worshiped and praised. He was going to be your next president. But one of your own decided that no. And somewhere along the line, God did not send angels to defend Charlie Kirk. He moved out of the way and he allowed, whether it was premature death or accidental death or traumatic death, God allowed. He allowed. And I think we must get to a point that we must accept what God allows, not what man allows, accept what God allows. Hate breeds hate. But when hate breeds hate among those who are hating, something is wrong. Think about your consequences. Think about now that you have to mourn your leader or one of your leaders. Think about the consequences. Think about why you're hating each other, why you're destroying each other. It used to be y'all so concerned about black on black crime, but y'all kill each other more than anything. It's like open season for y'all over there. I'm very concerned. I'm concerned that you would become extinct and vanquished before your time. I'm concerned that you may not make it 20 years from now at the rate of your rage and mania and gun violence among yourselves in the mass groves. Concerned. I know a day is coming that you guys will not have the numbers, that you will be low in number, but I'm concerned that you won't make it 20 years. It's time you all start talking to your sons and daughters, finding out what's on their heart, because their level of hatred is seeming to exceed that of your own, and is spewing over into your own diocese, your own houses, your own churches, jobs, companies, corporations. You're inbreeding hatred inside of your own families. I've never seen this before in my life, but I'm starting to see hate inside of hate, for or against the hate that is greater than the hate that has ever been before against even a racial hate. This internal hate is something that is so poisonous and toxic that is dangerous to even you yourself. Think about what you're doing. Think about the harm you're causing to those around you. Because somebody in your house sleeping on your sheets and in your pillows hate you more than you hate us. Get your houses in order. Storm is coming, and I don't think you're ready for it because it's coming from inside of your house. I'm praying that y'all get this thing together and get it together fast. You're so concerned about us saying stuff about Charlie Kirk, but you better be trying to get your house in order. I've been saying this for a while. Something is wrong with the white race, and you need to sit down and get out of everybody else's business and fix what's going on with your own. You have a good evening.